Hello! In this tutorial, I'll show you how to translate your Shopify store into different languages. So the first thing I'd like you to do is to launch your Shopify store. First, I don't want to assume that you know how to create an account on Shopify because this is a beginner's tutorial. So how do you create an account? Simple. Good news, you can definitely access Shopify using any browser of your choice. Right here, I choose to use Chrome. So from your browser, head over to the top corner where you're going to find the search bar. In the search bar, type shopify.com and it's going to take you to the official website. In there, all you need to do is to follow through with the on-screen processes and instructions to create an account. And once you're done creating an account, that's all you need to do in your right here in this customized homepage, customized thing. So now that we're here, let's hop into today's task, which is pretty much simple. How you can translate the Shopify store into different languages. So you can of course translate into one language at a time, so you can just keep changing to the one that you really want. But this is how you can definitely change it. Here is the home page, and as you can see, a lot of things are going on. And I would like you to know first off that before you can change the language, all right, then you need to go to the Shopify Store, the App Store, to actually get widgets that is going to enable you change or translate your language. So here you go. Now, if I head over to this home page, head over to the bottom left corner, you're going to find settings. Now go ahead and click on settings. The settings is going to open you up to a lot of options right here at this left corner. So I'm just going to click on any and then scroll down, and then you're going to find languages. So from languages, just go ahead and click on languages. And then the language window is going to open up for you. So here's your speak your customer's language. Adding translations to your store improves cross-border conversion and average of 18%. It's free and takes minutes. So you can go ahead and click on add a language and select the language that you want to add. At default is English. So you can definitely add a language, French. Store content you have added, and then such as products and pages requires translation, and then professional French languages are included for checkout, and default content for teams built by Shopify languages are not visible to customers until they are published. Now click on add. Now you see that of course French was added successfully. Now translate your store content to French and then publish the language. This is what is next. So here you go. Published languages, English, and then unpublished languages, French, no translation added. So you can now head over to this 3 dots menu, says publish, preview, and remove language. Let's go ahead and click to, before we publish, let's head over to translate. And then this translates now leads us to translate and adapt. Now, if you have not installed this inbuilt application by Shopify called Shopify Translate and Adapt, which is a widget that I kind of talk to you about, then once you head over to this page, if you're new to this page, you're going to see this Shopify Translate and Adapt, and right here you're going to see install. You're not going to see open. So once you click on that install, it's going to take you to the App Store. And then it's going to further take you right here into Shopify, and then it's going to ask you to install. At the top right corner, click on install. Once that has been installed, it's going to be added to the application. And right here, when you come over here, you're not going to see open, you're not going to see install. So if I head over to translate and it says, it takes me to the application, translate and adapt, I click on that. So this is translate and adapt. All right, so which part of, as you can see, this is unpublished, right? But we can publish it later on. So let's say I head over to product, and my product says a book on identity, which is in English, the default language. And then I head over to French. Now I need to translate this a book on identity into French. And for you to translate, a lot of translators or translators or translation websites or software that you can definitely install in your system so that you can translate from English to French. And once you translate it in that particular website, all you need to do is to just copy and paste. But for now, I just have the French for identity, not a book on identity. I'm just going to leave it at identity, and then head over to this and click on save. Now you can see there's an auto translate option here. So let's just click on auto translate. So if you leave this page, all right, let's just click on leave page, and then the next thing that we have to do is to click on, let's say, translate. So translate is going to, let's see if that auto translate option is just going to work. So this is translating a book on identity into French. So yeah, ta-da, so it goes. So auto translate helped us, and then it worked for us. So this is it. So this has already been translated, and then the next thing we can now do is go back. So this is pretty much the process. All right, and this has been translated, so this is definitely going to reflect in your store. And how do you know that this will be reflected in your store? Now if you go to view store, you will see the changes that definitely applied. So here you go, browse our latest product, and then maybe you head over to product and then click on that. It's already saying that sold out. So remember, it's not reflecting right here because we have not published that language, so that's not reflecting. So I'm just going all the way back. I'm just going to click on back, and it's still saying that it's unpublished and translation was left, as you can see that. So I'm heading over to where we came from so that I can see how this language can be published. So this is unpublished language and it's French. So click on this three dots menu that is here and click on publish. Yeah, so French is now published. So we can now go ahead and translate to whatever we can, and it's going to reflect in our store as a published language. So I'm just going to click on translate, and it's going to take me back to translate and adapt, and back here. So now it's published, as you can see. So I can now select my product again. I can take it to my products again and see how I can. So this is now a book on identity. So it's not going, like, it's not clicking on save because this has already been saved. All right, so let's go to store. Let's go back to store to see if that French language has been. So yeah, yes, you can see we're back in the store. You can see it has been reflected. This is French. All right, so this is French now, but then you can click on French and then you can switch to French as an added language. So, but this is English. You can switch to English. All right, which of course is it's a great option, and then you can click on that and then switch to Francais. So this is pretty much it. Now I can go back to this, okay, and then go back again and go back to languages, and of course add other languages that I want to see in my store. So head over to language. So here you can see there's another option for you to add another language. So you can add as many languages as possible. So click on add language and then select, let's say this time around we want to go with German. All right, so you can just go ahead and add German, and here you go with the on-screen information that is here, and then click on add. So once you click on add, say German was added successfully. What next I need to do is to publish it. And then of course, if you remember the process that we used to publish French, you can now publish German. So this is it. Click on the three dots menu and click on publish, and then go ahead and confirm that you want to publish it. And that's it. You see, German has been added. So it's very much easy for you to use the auto translation, that if you don't want to enter the text manually. So you can use auto translate, and then it translates your words from English to German or using any of these languages, and you're going to see it reflect in your store. Okay, so this is pretty much how you can, of course, add or translate to multiple languages in your store on Shopify. You can go by this video from top to bottom to get acquainted with the steps, and once you're done, you'll be good to go. I hope this video marvelously helped your search.